What's up, everybody? This is your girl Dia for another episode of Twisted Urban. Actually, this is for a Twisted Urban tutorial. I am so excited. I really am. Okay, so this is like my first tutorial ever. And you know, I was trying to think of something that could be easy for me to explain to do. It was very simple for you to do for beginner crocheters, or those who are not beginners who just want to follow my own tutorial. That'd be awesome. So what we're making is a fingerless glove, and I got it right here. We'll get it on for you, and I have the leather tee on here, which would have been awesome if I told you it was for Twisted Urban. But it's really not. No. I'm actually making these gloves for one of my church members, and she has a guitar, and it's like a blue guitar. Her favorite color is like teal blue and orange, because her guitar is kind of like a teal bluish, which is really cool. So I figured she can kind of rock out or when she plays with her fingerless gloves, which would be awesome. So actually I have the initials for the other glove too, so it's a TC for her. But I'm really excited, so please bear with me. If there's anything about the instructions that you do not understand, please feel free to leave comments down there at the bottom. I'll try to explain it to you as best as I can. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll just get started, and I hope that you enjoy my tutorial for Twisted Urban's fingerless glove. Peace out, and I'll see you with the hook. The item that you will need is a pair of standard scissors. Okay. You will need a 6-point hook, which is your J hook. You will need a tapestry needle. This needle we will use to sew in the edges to make sure it looks nice and neat. And an embellishment, that's if you want to embellish your fingerless glove. You do not have to do so, but I was going to use the initials of the person that I'm making the glove for. Okay, I am also going to be using a orange yarn, and I will also be using, as you can see, a teal yarn. All this is by Red Heart Saber yarn. Okay. Alright, so we are going to start off with, for me, I'm going to start off with the orange yarn. And, okay, we're going to start off with the orange yarn. I'm trying to make sure I get everything together. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do, if you have not seen how I hold my stance, I do have a video for that, so you can see it from there. Okay, now once you make your slip knot, you can go ahead and chain 30. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Alright, you chain 30. Okay? Now what you want to do is, once you chain 30, you want to chain 1. And you want to go, we're going to do single crochets. You're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So this chain right here is considered 1. Where my finger is the second chain from the hook. So we're going to do a single crochet here. And we are going to single crochet all the way back across. Okay. So if I can get these, get this untwisted. Alright. Here we go. Oops. I do apologize. Let me slow this down and take my time to do this. Alright, so as you single crochet, go ahead and do this, and I will meet you back all the way in at the other side. Alright? Alright, so now that we have 30, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2. You are going to turn your work around, all the way around, okay. And we are going to do a double crochet, but we're going to do it in the back loop only. Alright, so see if I can, matter of fact, let me zoom this in so you can kind of see what I'm doing now, because I'm able to pull it apart right here. Okay, instead of going through both loops, as you can see there's 2 loops right here, instead of going through this one, we're going to go through this back one. So what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going into this back loop. I pulled it up a little bit so you can see. So what we're going to do is you're going to yarn over and go into the back loop only. Yarn over, you're going to pull through. Yarn over, pull through 2. And then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2. Alright, so we did a back loop only stitch. We're going to yarn over, we're going to go into the next stitch, the back loop only, which is this back loop. Yarn over, pull it through. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over, go into the back loop only. Yarn over, pull it through. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over, go into the back loop only. We're going to yarn over, and we'll pull it through. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Okay. Yarn over, go into the back loop. Yarn over, pull it through. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Okay, so go ahead and finish this one row, and I will meet you back up at the end. Alright, y'all, we have made it over here to the end. What you want to do is you want to chain 2, and you want to flip your work all the way around. As you can kind of see, if you look at the back, you can kind of see the ridge forming right in here. So flip your work all the way around. And we are going to repeat this process for 3 more rows. Okay? So again, you're going to yarn over, you're going to go into the back loop, pull it through 2, pull through 2. So we're doing a double crochet in the back loops only. And like I said again, you're going to repeat this process for 3 more rows. So this is row number 2. Do you want row number? Yeah. So this would be, I'm sorry, I'm confusing myself. No, this would be considered row number 3, 4, 5. So row numbers 3, 4, 5, you want to repeat the same process. Okay? So go ahead and do this 3 more times, and I will see you at the other end. Alright. Alright, everyone, we're over here close to the end. We have one more stitch to do. Before you stitch this last stitch, we are getting ready to change the color. Alright? So we're going to do, I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go into the back loop. Make sure, okay, that's the back loop. Pull it through. I'm yarn over, pull it through 2. Alright. You have 2 left on your hook. What you're going to do is you're going to grab the new color. You know, do it in your stance. And what you're going to do with the new color is you're going to yarn over it and pull it through those 2. Chain 2. Alright? So you still have the orange and the blue are now attached. you're going to flip your work around. Alright. Now this is what we want to do for this row right here. For this row, you will be doing 3 rows of half double crochet. But I'm going to show you a trick of the trade to where you can, so you won't have to sew in so many edges when you're changing colors. This is like a trick, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take the orange and you're going to make the orange yarn and put it like close to the yarn that you're about to work into, and you're going to take the blue tail that's hanging and you're going to put it behind the orange, okay? And it's going to be something about like this. So you'll see what I'm doing once I do it, so it makes more sense. Alright, so you're going to yarn over. Instead of going into the back loop, you will go through both loops. Okay, so the orange is only when you go through the back loop. When we're doing blue, we're going to go through both loops. Alright? So make sure I'm in both loops. I am, and this is what I do. I put the yarn, I put the orange, you see the orange tail, I put it on there with it, and I put the blue on there with it, okay? I kind of hold it there together. I'm going to yarn over, pull it through, and since we're doing a half double crochet, yarn over and pull it through all 3. Alright? And what that does is that means you are crocheting over your tail. This keeps you, I promise you, this would keep you from having to use your tapestry needle to sew in so many tails. Especially if you're doing a project that changes a lot of colors, you will definitely get tired of doing that. So again, we yarned over. We're going to go through both loops. We're going to make sure the tails are right there on the hook. You're going to pull it through, pull through 3. Yarn over. You're going to make sure both tails are on the hook. You're going to pull it through, yarn over, pull through 3. Yarn over. You're going to make sure both tails are on the hook. Yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 3. Yarn over, make sure both tails are on the hook. Yarn over and pull it through 3. Alright, so you can see how you got a little bit of tail left right here with the blue and the orange. What all you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut it as close to the stitch as you can without damaging it or hitting out stitches. And if you look at the back of it, you do not see the tails at all. You have crocheted them in. They're not going anywhere because they're almost like knotted in. So you're actually really, really, really good. So that is a trick of a trade to learn if you haven't learned that yet. It took me a while to figure out, like, how do people do that? Because I got tired of sewing in tails and I was like, oh. So that's how they do that. So but anyway, continue on this row. Once you get to the end, you're going to chain 2, you're going to turn it around, and you're going to do half double crochet for 2 more rows. So when you end, you will have a total of 3 rows of half double crochet. Alright, so go ahead and do that now, and I'll meet you at the end. Alright, we are at the last stitch. We're going to do what we did for the orange row. We're going to yarn over, we're going to go into the stitch, and this is the thing about, I guess, changing the color right here. When you get to the end for the for this, what you're going to do, you're going to drop the stitches. Remember, this has to be a half double crochet. So you're going to let go of the blue and you're going to grab the orange, get your stance ready, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Chain 2. Okay? You see the 2 colors right here? You're going to flip this around. Now we are back doing the orange pattern, and this is, like I said, this is a very simple pattern. So this is what happens: you did the orange one time, You did the blue one time, you're going to do orange again, blue again, orange again, blue again. So at the end, when you're done with this, you should have a total of 4 oranges and 4 blues. So you're going to have a total of 8 sections. Okay, so you 1, 2, then the next one will be orange, next one will be blue, next one will be orange, next one will be blue, next one will be orange. You should end with your blue color, should be half double color. Alright, but before I go and let you do that, we're going to go ahead, I'm going to show you how I changed the color again, was able to crochet over the color. Okay, so get my stance together, and I'm going to take, this time what we're going to do is put the blue close to the yarn and the orange at the back, and I'm going to yarn over, and we're going back into the back loops again for a double crochet. So you're going to the back loop for the blue. I'm going to make sure the blue yarn is on the hook, the blue tail. I'm going to make sure the orange tail is on the hook. I'm kind of hold it there. I'm going to yarn over the orange, pull it through, pull through 2, pull through 2. Alright, yarn over, go into the next back loop. You're going to make sure the blue yarn tail is on there and the orange tail is on there. And you're going to pull it through, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, we're going to the back loop only. We'll make sure the blue is on, then the orange. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through, loop through 2. Alright. And I have no rhyme or reason how long that I go. I just go long enough to where I feel that the tail is securely locked in place, and when it is, then I'll cut it. So, you know, because that's the worst thing, the worst thing that you could have happen is that you cut it and the tail wasn't securely, you know, locked into place. Alright, so I'm going to do it for a few more times. Should go into the back loop only. And believe me, the more you practice this, the faster you will get at this. It's really not complicated at all as some people deem it to be. Again, it just takes a lot of practice, but I think that's as far as I'm going to go. Okay, you see where the two, the orange and the blue, are at, and I'm going to take my pair of scissors and I am going to, okay, really neat, my pair of scissors, and I am going to cut. Be careful not to cut the orange yarn that I attached. Alright, and as you can see, you do not see it back here on the back. That's really cool. Alright, so like I said, you need to go ahead and finish. You need to go ahead and finish this, and all you got to do is do another 4 rows of orange, then another 3 rows of blue, another 4 rows of orange, another 3 rows of blue. So you're going to end up with 4 sections of oranges and 4 sections of blues. And go ahead and do that now, and we will be back later on, and I will show you how to put this glove together. Alright? Hey, what's up everybody? Okay, so we're back, and I do need to apologize. I hope everybody saw the note that I put on the last section. I thought, for some reason I kept saying you gotta do 4, have 4 oranges and 4 blues. I really meant 3, don't know where 4 came from, so I really hope you saw the note. So you have 1, 2, and 3 sections of oranges. You have 1, 2, 3 section of blues, okay? So this completes your fingerless, as far as making your fingerless scarf. Now what we're going to do is we're going to assemble it together. So what you want to do, you want to fold it in half. Alright? And we're going to, okay, you see how it's folded in half, and I'm going to go ahead and put my hook over here near the end. And your blue line should be close up to where the single crochet was when we first got started. And we're not going to chain or anything, but what we are going to do is we are going to flip it around. Alright, sorry. Camera right. Alright, and what we're going to do is we are going to do a slip stitch into the single crochet, from the single crochet into the blue. Alright, so I'm going to go into that stitch. You're going to the end of the blue, yarn over, pull it through, and you're going to pull it, instead of yarn over again and pulling through two, you're just going to continue this loop into the loop that was on the hook. Okay, and that is called a slip stitch. So we're going to go into the next single, and we're going to go into the next blue, yarn over, pull it through, pull it all the way through. Okay, now you need to go ahead and do this all the way up until you get to row 20. Yeah, up to row 20, and then I'll show you how to get the thumb on here. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and finish all the way up to the end, and I'll meet you at the 20th stitch. Okay. Alright, so we had stitched all the way up to 20 stitches, and you should have 10 stitches left since we did 30 stitches. And what we're going to go ahead and do is you're going to pull it just a little. We're going to take our pair of scissors and we're going to cut. Alright, and from there we'll pull it through. And we're going to tie. We're going to do a knot. Alright, now what you can go ahead and do, I like to try to get a lot of stuff out of the way very quickly. We're going to go ahead and sew in this end so we don't have to worry about this anymore. And all I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to go back into the slip stitch. Alright, so that is secure and that is not, you see, coming loose. Okay, so we are up here at the top, and what you're going to do is you're going to kind of flip this around, and to get rid of this tail as much as you can, we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing when we've been changing colors, but we're only going to slip stitch up to 5 stitches. Okay, so let's do this. There we go. And go ahead and make me a slip, my unslip knot that I call it. Put that in here. We're going to make sure both tails are actually on the hook. We've done before. You're going to pull it through, and instead of having two, we're just going to continue pulling it on through. Alright, so that's 1. I'll put them right there. 2. 3. the thread coming apart right there. I hate when that happens sometimes. Alright, and this is fine. Okay. And what I'm going to go ahead and do, you pull it just a little. You're going to take it and you're going to cut. And we're going to take it and make a knot. So pull it on through. Alright, and this part that you kind of crocheted over, what you can either do, you can either thread it or you can continue to go through, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and just cut it. Now if you want to go ahead and, I went up to 5, but if you feel safer that living you want to go up to 6, then you can, or 7. You can make your hole as big as you want to make it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to weave in this stitch right here. And let's weave it in. We will be done. As y'all know if you can see this or not, but what am I doing is I'm kind of going at the back parts of the loop. Meaning when I pull it through, you still won't see the yarn on the other side, so it won't come showing through. We're going to do that. Then we're going to go in. And I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do my knot right here. Put it through. And we're going to do it through one more time. So make sure it is securely in there. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and then what you can do is you can turn it inside out and where the thumb is, and there you go. And you have a pair of gloves, and the way that works, it really will go on this hand. Alright, and what I did with the embellishment, but one thing I like to do with this is I'm going to roll it up just a little, roll it up, and I want to make sure that sides, make sure that it matches, which it does, and you can do the embellishment, or you can put the embellishment on this side, which actually, I'm trying to think, do I want it same? I might make it a little different. So I have one on the blue, I'll have one on the orange. Okay. I got this from Hobby Lobby. You know, you can find little things that you want to put on. If you want to put a button on it, if you want to put flowers, butterflies, you know, whatever you want to do for this, you know, it all depends on the person, if you're making for somebody or if you're just making it for yourself to wear. And all I'm going to do is stick this between the stitches as much as I can. And the reason I'm saying as much as I can, because to keep this from, you know, doing a lot of sliding, because it will slide a bit, I noticed. So, and you got your T and you got your C for Miss T.T. Crawford. I hope you enjoyed my first tutorial. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed my first tutorial. It was a lot of fun to do this. There will be plenty more coming at you. So if you have any questions, comments, and concerns, go ahead and just check it out. This is really, really cool. I really, really like that. To make sure. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I didn't just do a tutorial and I put the thumb on the wrong side. Which I did, but I can kind of move the C over. Yeah, move that C over this way. Sorry about that. But anyway, you got my drift, and I will see you and holler at you later. Until next time, always to and forever to remember, love yourself. Love, 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 love yourself. Stay blessed and stay free. And I will holler at you later. Alright? Peace out and have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day.